Okay, so that's what the paragraph is about. The blue, the underlined parts are the reasons. And the other argument is should and should not. And the only two reasons, all the reasons I can see is it's very difficult to study and work at the same time because it can lower their grades. And then having part-time job is good for students' health. So then they get tired, and when they get tired, they get very sick. So we can agree that the first argument has more reasons. I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons. And the second one has 2 reasons why not. Okay. And we agreed that those 6 reasons the first argument gave was good. Now, just one thing before we continue with the comprehension, I want you guys to please practice saying this word with me. So the word success has 2 C's, and I know it might be confusing, but it's really actually easy. So the first C always makes a K sound, suck. And the second C makes also a sound similar to an S, success. So Simon, can you please repeat that word for me?
Successful.
Successful. Perfect. Jimmy, can you please repeat this word as well?
Successful.
Perfect. And remember that the first C in any word in English where you get 2 C's next to each other, except, let me just make sure. I think there's one word that does not follow this rule. I don't want to lie to you guys. Oh no, it's still no. I was true. It's true. Every word in English that has 2 C's next to each other, like successful or accept or succession, the first C always makes a K sound. Remember that. The first C always makes a K sound. If it doesn't, then it's not an English word. Now, when do students start doing part-time work in many countries? Simon, at what age?
About 13.
Excellent. Jimmy, what skills can students learn by doing part-time work?
Mm, Student can learn. Can see the photograph? I can. They can learn. They can learn how to look at the money, how to choose customer, and
Excellent. Simon, how can students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves?
can I say a passage? Uh, they learn to be on time at work, and responsible for their behavior.
Perfect. They will learn to be on time for work and to take responsibility for their work. Excellent. For their behavior, sorry, not their work. Actually, it kind of means the same thing. Now, Jimmy, Why is it a problem if students get lower grades?
I think yes.
Why?
Uh, can I see the photo?
Come on, guys, these are common knowledge. What happens if you get lower grades? You don't get good grades. What happens if you don't get good grades? You can't go to university. What happens if you don't go to university? You can't get a really nice job.
If they don't have if they can uh if they
If they get bad grades, what then?
if this get student get bad grade, they will be um that will stop student from being successful.
Okay. Excellent. Simon, why is it a problem if students are tired because of studying and working?
Because studying and working at the same time, student can be sick.
Okay, now I want you guys to go look at the last paragraph. So, when you want to give reasons for something, for an opinion, or you have to debate or something, it's always best to pick your words carefully. Okay? Look, for example, this sentence that Jimmy read. Oh, this is a stupid highlighter. Let me get a better one. For instance, look here. This sentence says that if you get bad grades, you will not be successful. Do you guys think that's true? Simon?
Can you repeat?
Do you think if you don't get good grades, that you will never ever be able to be successful?
Yes.
Okay, Jamie, do you think that's true?
I think that is not true.
Okay, so Simon, why do you think it's true?
Um, because you get lower grades, you cannot learn. Um, cannot learn a better knowledge. Um,
Okay, so
yeah.
let me ask you then this: your grades in school, does it show your amount of knowledge or does it show your effort? How much you worked? Which one does your grade show? Let me write it down. Does your grades in school show your knowledge,
Mm.
how much you
Yes.
know, or does it show how much you worked, which we call effort?
Um, I think the second.
Effort. Yes. Although your grades are supposed to show both. If you know more, you'll. This is how grades work. If you know more, you won't have to work that hard. But if you don't know, you'll have to work a lot. Okay, so grades show both. But if you get, let's say, for English, right? I'm just going to abbreviate it. Let's say for English, you get 30% on your test. Does that mean out of the whole English language, you only know 30% of it? Simon?
Um,
Or do you think it shows that you only put 30% of your effort into studying for English? Which one do you think?
uh, can you repeat for me again?
If you get 30% for English, do you think it means that you only know 30% of English? Or do you think it shows that you only put 30% of effort into study?
I think the second.
Effort. Okay, so you can agree with me that saying if a student gets low grades, it's not because they don't know nothing, right?
Yes.
It's maybe because of, we can say, circumstances. Like, for example, um, something happened in the home, or there's something personal going on, and the the student got distracted or was sad, or another thing, the big L word. The student was just lazy. Okay, so when you get lower grades, I think, in my opinion, as I can be wrong, I would say 70% of all students that get lower grades are not because it's not because they don't know nothing. It's because they are lazy. I'm talking out of experience. Most of my lower grades in school was because I was too lazy to study. I didn't want to study. So that's why I think 70% of all low grades are because people are just too lazy to study. So now I want you guys to look. That's why I said it's very important to look for the words you use. Okay? They use that it will, like 100%. If you don't get good grades, you are 100% not going to be successful. That's what that will mean. It will stop you in your tracks, dead. Okay, you get 50. Let's say the passing rate is, let's say it's 50%. You need 50% to pass the exam, and you get 40. Just because you got that 40, you can kiss your dreams of becoming a pilot or a doctor goodbye. You can say, no, I'm not even going to think about it, even though that's the only thing you really like in life. You like to talk, you like planes, you like to read medicine books and stuff like that. This is what this sentence says. If you get one, or if your grades are low, no matter what happened in your life, you will never be successful. So, Jimmy, do you think there's a better word they could have used for this sentence instead of will? Jimmy?
No, wait me a second. Wait me a second.
Okay. Simon, do you think there's a better word they could have used instead of will?
think like Jimmy.
Okay, I'll give you guys a moment to think. With what word will you guys replace the word will? Only that word needs to change. And then the whole meaning of the sentence will change. And let me give you guys a hint. It's a 3-letter word. Or it could be a 5-letter word as well.
Will. I think the word is will cause.
Will cause. Now we have to replace will. Take it out of the sentence. Remember, we don't want to change the whole sentence. We just want to change this word.
Can.
Word.
Can.
Say again. Can.
Can.
Yes, there is a possibility, but it's not a fact. It's not a fact. You don't need to be the best student in everything to be successful. You can create a very successful business just by being a plumber or an electrician or a mechanic or by opening your own shop. So that right there showed me that this argument automatically is weak, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you still think that it's a strong argument, Simon?
I think no.
Jimmy, do you think it's still a strong argument?
I think it no.
No. Okay, so yes, in our opinion, we think this is a weak argument because they're not stating facts. It's illogical to think that just because you don't study hard enough, you will never ever be successful. That's just a form of what we call. Let me do this. This is just pure
Manipulation.
yes, manipulation. Oh, sorry, did I write it wrong? Oh yes, I did write it wrong. Okay, sorry, my spelling mistake. It's just pure manipulation. Or lies. It's just lies. Like I said earlier, students get sick in school as well. Even I've heard some students get sick because they studied too much. So this argument here also the second reason is also not, or the same reason. It's just it doesn't make sense, right? And then there's people who they don't even study that hard. They just have this gift to remember things, and then they get good grades, but they study less than we do, for example. So this is not. It's not. I cannot agree with this. I just cannot. But it would make a world of a difference if they change their reasons. Like if they change this will to can and state it can stop students from being successful if they don't study hard enough, and the reason why they have to work is because there's no one else in the family is working. Then it changes the whole dynamic of the argument. But for this case, no. I think it's a bad reason, and to entertain it would be ludicrous, or in plain English, it will be stupid. Okay, so we can agree. Let's just write it down. What we agree on. We agree that the argument against part-time work for students is weak. Or just to not be too direct, we could say is incomplete. Incomplete. What do you guys think? Would you agree with that statement or that conclusion? Jimmy?
Yes.
Simon, do you agree with this conclusion? Simon?
Yes, yes.
Okay, excellent. Now, we are not going to forget this. That's why I wrote it down. We're just going to continue with some other grammar exercises. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words on the bottom of the screen. So, Jimmy, can you please tell me what the word behavior means?
Behavior is what you do to other people.
Yes, how you act. Perfect. Simon, what is a customer or what are customers?
Um, I think customers is like control.
Cultural.
Um, wait a minute.
Okay.
Um, no. I
You
think
think of customs.
yes, yes. I think customer is a person who buys good goods or who buys goods.
Yes, who buys products. When you go to a shop and you buy something, you are a customer. Perfect. Jimmy, what does the phrase part-time mean? Or the
But
word part-time? Hmm?
part time is sometimes that you are not doing not doing something like study or like study.
No, part-time is when you're doing something not every. Let's say if you have a part-time hobby of reading, it means you're not reading all the time. It's not like you don't do it. It's just like you don't do it all the time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, Simon, what does the word responsible mean?
I think responsible means the can be just
You can be trusted. Or I like to use this definition. You are true to your word. If you say you're going to do something, then you do it. If you know you have to do something, then you do it. That is what responsible is. Okay. Jimmy, the last word successful. What do you think the meaning of successful is?
Um, Successful is is someone is someone can be success be done with they want what they want like uh, if you want to reach if you reach you are successful.
If you like to, For
Yes.
example, say the example again.
If you want to rich and you are rich now, that you are successful.
Okay, so yes, if you are successful in something, it means you have either achieved what you wanted to achieve, or or if you wanted to make something work and it works in precisely the way you intended it to do, then you're also successful. Successful is like it's not just. I think many people think of successful like being popular or rich. Um, if you can be successful as well, if you can, for example, let's say you would like to read 100 books a year, and when you accomplish that, and you keep on doing that every year around, you read 100 books, then you are successful as well. It's just a matter of perspective. Okay, now I want to know, Simon, what is one thing you want to be successful in?
Um, um, I think badminton.
Okay, what would success for you look like in badminton?
Um, I think won first prize.
Oh, so when you win tournaments, then you were successful. Okay, that's cool. Jimmy, what would success look like for you?
Um, with I, success is some everything is good. Like I get money. I am happy about the life. I have my family are good, and my my relationship is very good.
Okay, interesting. It's very interesting. But that is all time we have today. I will see you guys again next time. Bye bye, Simon. Bye bye, Jimmy.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, teacher.